doesn't meet the definition. They were close, the person got the vaccine, in a short period of time, they died. But we don't think that they don't meet the definition. You notice how they don't show us the definition right there? I decided at that moment that I had to find out who is making these definitions. If you keep reading in that Public Health Ontario release about the adverse reactions, you're going to come across this name a lot of times. Brighton collaboration. These events were assessed using the Brighton collaboration case definition. So at least 4 times in that report. So our provincial government, on most of the serious adverse events that they are allowing to be associated with the vaccine, they're defined by a middleman organization called the Brighton Collaboration. So I went hunting for that. Not hard to find. It's everywhere. Here's a little bit of the history of the Brighton Collaboration from their website. In 1999, this guy called Robert Chen called for improving the quality of vaccine safety data at a vaccine conference in Brighton, England. And these other people were there and agreed with him. And then in 2000, they launched the Brighton Collaboration. And in 2001, the Brighton method for defining adverse events was established. This is an international network, and they're making international standards. In 2019, the Brighton Collaboration all of a sudden dissolved. The Brighton Collaboration dissolved as a partnership under Swiss law and reconstituted as a program of the Task Force for Global Health. The Task Force for Global Health was originally set up by the World Health Organization, UNICEF, Rockefeller Foundation, the World Bank, and the United Nations Development Program. Boom, 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 boom. All the usual suspects. Here we are again. And you'll notice the name Bill Foege here. Bill Foege was the guy who plucked Bill Gates out of the world of computers and brought him into the world of vaccines. There's a documentary about it by those 2 guys on YouTube. I've talked about it before. Anyway, interesting, right? Okay, so now the Brighton Collaboration is now part of this. It's being subsumed. It is no longer independent. It is part of this. Here's how the Task Force for Global Health gets funding. Look at their funders. I'm just going to highlight a few. Abbott Labs. That's pharma. Bayer. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. CDC. Who else is of interest here? Lots of them are. Emory University, GlaxoSmithKline. There's Merck, Novartis, Pfizer, Farco Pharmaceuticals, Robert Wood Johnson, Roche, Sanofi, Siemens Healthcare, Siemens, Nazi company, the End Fund, Templeton World Charity Foundation. I mean, some of these you wouldn't have heard of. There's Rockefeller Foundation, of course, UK Aid, US Aid is here, US State Department. So that's who is in the middle. So not only did they sell out completely, they dissolved completely, and they became a part of this swamp. But shortly after that, 29th of May 2019, CEPI partners with Brighton Collaboration to support safety assessment of vaccine candidates. Boom, boom, boom. Do you know who CEPI is? If you're a faithful viewer, you would know who CEPI is, but let me tell you. They were formed in January 2017 at Davos, Switzerland, at the World Economic Forum meeting. And the partners in this are Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Wellcome Trust, the World Economic Forum, the governments of Norway and Germany, Japan and India, and 6 of the world's biggest pharmaceutical manufacturers. Boom. That is who is telling the Ontario government, the Ontario public health officials, which of our cases of thrombosis, of Guillain-Barré, of myocarditis, pericarditis, anaphylaxis, and others, that's who's telling them which cases can be counted and which can't. And therefore, who is entitled to a vaccine exemption and who isn't. These scumbags.